Acquisition and broadcast of this program are made possible by the contributions of the members of KQED in partnership with Papyrus, with 22 stores in the Greater Bay Area featuring designer greeting cards and papers. Specialists in custom printed invitations, announcements, stationery, and holiday cards. The following program is broadcast with a descriptive narration for sight-impaired viewers on the second audio program channel. The Chronicles of Narnia continue with Part 2 of C.S. Lewis's The Silver Chair, coming up next on member-supported KQED, Channel 9. This evening's broadcast transmission costs are underwritten by Dean Witter.
Love her, hold her, and remember our simple formula. At Dean Witter,
we measure success one investor at a time.
Channel 9 is proud to present Middlemarch, Sunday night at 9 o'clock. Stay with us for the conclusion of C.S. Lewis's The Silver Chair, coming up next on member-supported KQED, Channel 9. KQED's commitment to education and entertainment programming depends largely on member support. So, if you made a pledge during our recent fundraising drive, please take a moment today to fulfill your commitment by mailing your check. Remember, our promise of quality television depends on your promise of support.
No one sees underwater quite like Howard Hall. The beauty, diversity, complexity, and the savagery. Now, National Geographic and one of today's greatest underwater filmmakers takes you to a spectacular undersea wildlife habitat, the Caribbean, in Howard Hall's Jewels of the Caribbean, a new National Geographic special.
Don't miss this amazing aquatic wilderness Thursday night at 8. Celebrate 50 years of Casablanca when Lauren Bacall hosts a special look at this special movie. Casablanca's 50th anniversary, you must remember this. Coming up next on KQED, Channel 9. It started off as a dream 30 years ago. Then, last fall, it became a reality. The Yerba Buena Gardens in San Francisco. A cultural magnet in a section of the city long declared blighted and depressed.
People are using this park. I think it's a tremendous success.
My regret is that it could have been so much better than it is, and most people will never know how much better it could have actually been.
KQED presents If You Build It, Will They Come? Sunday night at 10:30 on Channel 9. You'll laugh. You'll dance. You'll sing. You'll go completely bananas. It's KQED Day at Marine World, Africa, USA, April 17th. A day of special activities at gigantic savings. A Sesame Street sing-along, Shining Time Station live with Thomas the Tank Engine, and the spectacular attractions of Marine World, Africa, USA. All at a special KQED member price that can save a family of 4 more than $30. Even non-members save by calling KQED at 415-553-2200. KQED Day at Marine World, April 17th. Tell a friend. In honor of our 40th anniversary, KQED presents a special encore of one of our classic presentations.
2 of our ships have been sunk by the Japanese. I'm afraid they've landed and will be here in a matter of hours.
A Town Like Alice.
The Imperial Japanese Army does not make war on women and children.
I never thought the first time I spoke to an English lady she'd be looking like you.
I'd just never forgive myself if you got caught and bought it.
I won't.
Channel 9 presents the highly acclaimed adaptation, A Town Like Alice, Monday night at 8 o'clock.
Do you know what green means? I'm Susan Stamberg. Ah, the suburbs. They were the answer to the American dream. Everyone's own little palace on a quiet, tree-lined street where the car was king, the air was clean, and the land was endless. So much for the American dream. As the suburbs have grown, so have the environmental problems, pollution, congestion, urban sprawl.
For the last 30 years, we've basically grown according to the extensions of our freeway capacity. It's clear we can't do that any longer. You know, about 60% of all household trips that we make in the car today are to local destinations. And so the biggest idea...
Architect Peter Calthorpe is taking on suburban sprawl. He traces many of today's environmental ills to the way we've built the American suburb.
Since World War II, they've been planned for the automobile. The street, which really used to be the neighborhood gathering point and place for pedestrians, kids on bikes, a whole variety of things to happen in, got turned into a place just for cars. So they got wider so cars could go faster. They were lined with garage doors instead of porches. And the kind of life of the street went away.
So Calthorpe, a Northern California urban planner, is designing new communities that he hopes will reduce our dependency on cars. Here at Laguna West, a 3,300 home development just outside Sacramento, he has designed a tightly woven community where housing, stores, offices, and even transit are within walking distance. There will be lakes and parks, all connected by radial, tree-lined streets that lead to a town center.
They all come together at this focal point, and they're actually easy to reach because these radial diagonals are, of course, the shortest distance between 2 points.
Calthorpe's plan may sound futuristic, but it's based on an old idea. In fact, in nearby downtown Sacramento, you'll find the kind of old-fashioned neighborhood Calthorpe uses as a model. He calls it an urban pocket, where housing, shopping, jobs, entertainment, and public transportation are within easy reach. People interact here, not just cars. Calthorpe has designed his new suburb to work the same way. He's put trees in the streets to slow down cars and eventually to provide shade in the summer. And the homes are laid out to bring people together.
The main thing here is to put the garage in the rear and put the front porch or something that greets the pedestrian or the neighbor back out front, a place where people can interact.
But one of the key challenges at Laguna West is to bring work closer to home. Apple Computer has joined up. They've opened a distribution center just across the street from Town Hall. So new homeowner Scott Fleemer can jog to work.
I don't have to waste time on the highways, bumper-to-bumper traffic and that kind of thing. Also, my wife will be working downtown, which currently is about a 15-minute drive. They're supposed to be putting a light rail system in that she may be able to utilize as well.
It's too early to tell if Laguna West will succeed in freeing residents from their cars. But one thing is certain. Peter Calthorpe will keep trying to turn suburbia into the green acres of tomorrow. Now, if you're like most Americans, your town and your life still revolve around a car. But you can make a difference. Even if only 1% of us didn't use our cars just one day a week, we would save some 42 million gallons of gas a year. And that's what green means.
Green Means is made possible by the Richard and Rhoda Goldman